Hey guys, thanks for sending me your email so I can give you guys licenses. That's awesome. Since you both are new, I just wanted to create a resource for you just so you know what the heck you're even looking at. So now that you can log in, when you go in, I forget which one it actually defaults you into. Mine always makes me go into license management, which is not what yours would do. Either way, if you go to my resources, you should see, it might not be pinned like mine is. I push this little push pin to pin it to the top. But either way, it should be right here. You shouldn't have that many resources, if any, right here. But so you're going to click on Eureka Navigator once you find it, and let me show you what it does. So basically, you have access to the entire Eureka math curriculum from pre-K all the way to grade 12 if you wanted. Obviously, we don't need to go that far, but what's nice about this is right now you have a physical paper version of the teacher's edition, but it's only for your grade level. So if you have kids that are accelerating or that need remediation, here's where you get access to everything else. It won't be printed out, but you could print it out straight from here if you wanted. So I think one of you's in 3rd grade, one of you's in 5th grade. We'll just go with the 3rd grade. So module 1, here it is. Again, you have all of this information in your teacher's editions in print form. I just prefer technology because it's with you wherever you are. If you leave your teacher's edition book at home or whatever on accident, then you can still have it. Or if you're working at home and your TE's at school, either way. Now you can access it a different way. You can add bookmarks if you would like to. You would just click that and it would add a bookmark. I don't want to. Oh, kicked me out. One sec. All right, so at the top it tells you how many days, all the focus grade level standards, blah, blah, blah. So these are the ones for this year. So if you're curious, you're like, okay, this is when they're first getting introduced to it. If you click on it, I can actually see where in grade 3, in which module and which lesson numbers that specific standard is going to be hit on. For me, that's interesting, but the more powerful piece of that is if I go down to foundational standards and drop down, I can see that these are the things that they hopefully have already mastered in order for them to be successful at this current module. So these are previous grade level standards that they should have known. So let's say they're not getting it. Well, I can click here and it'll show me, hey, in grade 2, in module 2, these lessons were there to help them. So obviously you can't reteach all of them, but you could maybe start at one of the later ones and kind of work backwards until you find where they're comfortable. Or you know them, you can kind of do a little guesstimate. So you could have access to all the remediation that you might need. All right, also it has all of the teacher modules, the student files, all that they would need for this entire module, all in one click. The scaffolds that are found throughout here. Also here, if you click on just the topic, so we're in module 1, topic A, if you go down towards the bottom again, it'll tell you this is the module coherence. So this is where they should have mastered this module in order to be successful at this topic. And after they're done with this one, that'll make them ready for grade 4, module 3. So you just get the coherence between the entire curriculum, which I find helpful. And let's just go dig into a lesson. So if I'm in lesson 1, again, this is all on your TE book, but there are additional things. So for this lesson here, there is a video. So maybe you're like, choral response, how's that even supposed to look or how to sound? You click on this and there's a recording so you can see this specific activity in practice. So there are videos, as you saw, there's a little video camera right here to denote that that one has a specific video. This one doesn't have it, thus there's no video that goes with it. But this one does. So if I click on it, I know that there's a video. There's 2 videos for me to watch, so I can see how exactly they were intending us to model it. Obviously, you can, you're a teacher, you're a professional, you can detour. I'm not saying stick to the script. But some teachers like scripts, and if that's you, then more power to you. Some teachers said that they actually liked reading directly from it. They got the best results from the kids because the prompting questions that they gave actually led to really insightful answers. Up to you. Again, I'm not saying you need to follow a script. And down at the bottom of every single page is a place for you to write notes. Since you logged in with a password, these notes will stay here. So up to you. I prefer to write physical notes in physical books, but if you want to write notes here because you love everything to be digital, then this is there for you. Yeah. So again, it is a digital version of what you already have, but you also have access to the entire PK-12 curriculum, and everything's linked. So versus it being, versus you having to dig and go cross-reference a million things, everything's right here and highly clickable. Anyway, there's more to it than that, and there's actually another resources that I'm really excited to show you guys called Affirm. It's a testing platform with Eureka, but we're still figuring out the licensing. So I will let you know as soon as I get it, but until then, have a great night.